Put it on repeat. Put it on repeat. Hello, everyone. I pray that you all are having an amazing day. My name is Anthony Cutting. I am super excited to be with you guys here today. Just want to give a huge thank you to all my subscribers who come back every single video to listen, learn, and grow mind, body, spirit, and soul. We make this a safe space to where you guys can get continuous growth, positivity, empowerment to apply to your everyday life to improve. And to anyone who's checking out my channel for the first time, I greatly appreciate you being here. You are in for a special video today. Excuse me, I had the hiccups. So, put it on replay. You know when you have that song where you really just feel it in every fiber of your being, you're like, your body just like, you know, you get the chills of excitement, you know, all your hairs are standing up and you're just really vibing with the energy. And then you play that song on replay for a whole day, and by the end of the day, you really know the lyrics word for word. I know there's countless amount of songs that I've done that for. Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish was one of them. It's like I heard that and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like hypnotizing. And then, you know, I just had it on replay until I learned all the lyrics. So where I'm going with this, it relates to have on replay and repeat things that are going to allow you to get to the next level in terms of development of your mind, development of your confidence, development of your skill set, development of your belief system. These are the type of things that we need to have on repeat. So why do individuals not do this? Because they're wired to settle for mediocrity. They're wired to think that they're not enough. They're wired to think that, oh, this stuff is too much, or it's taking too much of my attention, or like things like that. It's just all these excuses. They're wired to make excuses. You in your life, as I've stated over and over again, are a reflection of all your decisions. So if we keep doing the same things, you're gonna repeat those results. Literally. Like, it's not a surprise why anybody is where they are in their life. If I keep going up this hill, and then I know at the end of the hill is a rock that I'm gonna run into and fall off my bike, but I keep doing it anyways, you're repeating the same results of you scraping your leg and your arm. But a lot of people do that. They think, you know what? This person has treated me like this for a year in this relationship, but I know that now we're on day 366, they're gonna change. They're gonna start being Prince Charming or Princess Charming or whatever. No, that's not gonna happen. They've shown you enough history for you to have enough data to know this person's character traits. And that's not saying that an individual doesn't evolve, because they do. Well, they should. However, evolving is not an overnight process to where if you're a jerk day one, or day 365, you're probably not gonna be Prince Charming day 366. It's gonna take time for you to get to that frequency, because your body is addicted to a set of programs and chemicals that gave off jerk behavior. So the content that I make, a lot of it is gonna be repetitive, but that's intentional. Because I understand that it's only through repetition that we are going to retain anything and be able to apply it. I talked about this, I think it was a video I did last week. However, let's say that when you're learning how to drive a car, and whoever is teaching you, you're repeating the same thing over and over again when you're preparing for the driving test. You have to, you're going to drive up, cars either going to go left or right. Now we're reversing and maneuvering so we can back up straight into the parking spot. You're doing that so many times. You have it on repeat to where your body can then do it on autopilot. No different if you're shooting free throws. You're not going to start off making 10 for 10 when you never shot a basketball before. You have to then learn how to get your form together. You have to learn the proper placement of how your feet should be on the line. Don't go over. So you're doing this all the time till you get to a point to where I've taken 2,000 free throws and now I probably can make 6 out of 10. It takes work. So if you're somebody that's looking to evolve their consciousness, their mindset, their beliefs, you're gonna have to have this stuff on repeat. You're gonna have to constantly be playing it in your mind because it's fresh and new to you. And then you get to a state of point to where you got it. And then you keep adding on new skills. And that's where I was going next, because I know you guys are going to be like, well, Anthony, you know, if you're always talking about how we shouldn't have things on autopilot and we're living life on autopilot, you're now telling us to be on autopilot. I'm saying until you learn and get the rudiment down, then you're going to keep scaling up, because you're right. In terms of everyday life, you do want to change the programming that you have so you're not on autopilot with negative stuff. This is a different type of autopilot. This is stuff that's going to enhance your life. And because of now you have awareness of this, you're going to be able to take yourself to newer heights, to newer levels of imagination, newer levels of creativity to enhance everything that you're doing. So there's a distinct difference. The rudiment, though, is application. The rudiment is awareness. The rudiment is being able to process this stuff and hear it over and over again until it freaking makes sense. When I started this work 6.5 years ago, it'll be 6 years in October. When I started this work 5.5 years ago, I had no idea what in the world any of this stuff meant. I wasn't aware of consciousness. I wasn't aware of I wasn't even reading freaking books. So I had a lot of unprogramming I had to do with things that weren't serving my life. And it was everyday application that allowed me to do it. I didn't just wake up one day and became the individual that you see now. Did I make that decision that I was going to take my life in a different direction? Yes. However, the Anthony that you see in 2023 did not come one day after making that decision. I had to constantly plug in to material where I could get the rudiment and hear it over and over and over again. There's a reason why I'm reading the book, The Science of Getting Rich, for 6 months. And it's the only book that I'm reading, because I need to get that thing down to a science. If you look at all the great people in life, they had a blueprint that they stuck to, that they did every single day. And as they got better, they just continued to climb the ladder. Think about it. 200 years ago, we were traveling by horse and carriage. Before that, people were doing foot. There was a process. We had to learn how to make wheelbarrows and stuff that could move. And somebody thought, hey, why not transfer human beings or something like this instead of horses? Now we're moving on wheels. But somebody had to first put that idea out there, develop the rudiment. How in the world do we construct a car and do this or that? So the first car you see that was ever invented don't look like none of the stuff we driving today. But it took time. But somebody had to first start that idea, spark the creativity for us to get to the point that we are in life, where we are now. I mean, 15 years ago, we didn't have iPads that was as sufficient as the one I'm recording on. We didn't have cell phones that was efficient as the iPhone 14. But somebody started the rudiment, an idea of putting these phones together. And over time, people have just come along and it further advanced this stuff. So you got to have things on repeat. Having on repeat your ideal life. Live in that every single freaking day. Repeat what you're going to do. I visualize every day in my meditation what my dream house looks like. That's stuck in my mind. It's on replay. Those are the type of mind movies that you need to have on replay instead of all this crazy stuff that y'all be doing. And again, no judgment. I'm just really passionate about this subject because people do this stuff without even realizing it. They replay and repeat all the negative bullcrap, but they don't do that with anything that they're really looking to achieve in their life. So let that sit in with you guys. Let that sink in. Thank you so much for being here. I know y'all see my passion. You know, I just love doing this and I'm committed to it. And anybody that is committed to getting better in their life, you're going to do it. You have my support. Know that you can. And it's never too late for you to learn anything. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. If anything resonated here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're going to grow this channel globally. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.